Hey guys, small dog. I know I look weird. It's kind of tired. Uh, I don't think I look bad. I'm clearly going through a lot of change. Uh, I was thinking to myself a couple things I need to do, but I'm definitely feeling the nicotine withdrawals, and I've got a good workout in, and definitely a lot of spiritual pressure. Try not to think about it too much. Um, I do feel a little bit out of it, but I am grateful. It's like I realize I don't need to be thinking about everything right now, and I've got my supernatural abilities if I need them. I did spend a lot of time outside. That's nice. I do feel lovesick, nicotine withdrawals, and so that's why I look the way I do. Besides me uh, changing the way I look, cutting my hair and stuff, but I'm doing things for a reason, in particular to adjust my mindset. And since I'm kind of going through it anyways, so to speak, I realize that this is an opportunity for me to work on myself from a more of a long term way. Uh, I am devoted to my faith and talk about, women in my life, goddesses in my life, but it's the truth though. So, things are rolling down the road, so to speak, and I'm just I'm temperamental because the nicotine withdrawals. So, day 3, have not relapsed, so I'm pretty excited. This is probably the longest I've gone without smoking for a while. Probably a very long time. So I've got a lot of energy, but I'm also really tired. So my body's not sure what it's doing right now. Uh, but everything seems pretty okay. Like besides me just being tired or whatever. So I've got my other bicycle standing right over there. About to flip it over once I get some energy and change out that back tire. I unfortunately, I was riding the other bike today, but it wasn't. I gotta get used to it again. It was incredibly frustrating to ride with so much traffic and stuff like that. Clearly, I'm agitated today, and just from nicotine withdrawals. But I'm like, at the end there, it was pretty funny. I was laughing at myself. Like I'd pull off the side of the road, and I just have like this crazy grin on my face. I'm like, for the millionth time, I gotta pull off the side of the road. Or just like, people being nice, but like not really for any reason. I'm just like, please, just continue. I'm gonna pull off the side of the road anyways, because I'm. So, anyways, the handlebar on that other bicycle got. I don't know how else to say it. I'm gonna say it. It got rubbed. It got rubbed the wrong way. Basically, there was some friction, and some of the metal got exposed. The paint got chipped off. It's my fault. I should have secured the handlebars more so. I still got to do that, but I'm just like, whatever. I don't know. I've kind of lost. It's like I'm too busy to really enjoy anything right now. Like I feel like all I can really think about is just like spiritual stuff and nicotine withdrawals. It's like everything else is just like whatever, like random craziness or whatever, but like whatever. And I don't know, like I feel like I'm supposed to be just taking it easy and chilling, going through the changes. Some of the changes are dramatic, um, but it's like a lot of it's like physical stuff. It's just like it don't mean very much to me. Um, Clearly, like represents how I feel or whatever, but it's like the whole supernatural thing. And there is one thing that's frustrating for me. That's always been a frustration. It's like like clearly, it's like, what does it mean when like someone with supernatural gifts or whatever is struggling? Like, what does it really mean? Like, to me, it's just a representation of a person, just like any other person going through it. And I'm grateful for it because I know based off my spirituality that I'm not doing it alone. I can't do it alone, even if I'd prefer for it to be that way. I don't know. I think right now is good. I'm just resting. I need like an hour or so. There's I gotta check the text messages, but there's like a family party for the Super Bowl party. Uh, I believe it's Sunday. I'm supposed to go to that. I haven't responded yet though, but I told my grandma I'd go. So hopefully she relays the information. I'm not in the particular mood to talk to anybody, or more so, I'm more like I'm very hesitant to talk to people because I don't I don't want to say the wrong thing, or like be misread, And I know people are very, very. There's a lot of people who care about me who are very, very sensitive, and I know like right now is not a good time to talk to people. So I'm like, well, hope my grandma says something. 'Cause I do want to go to that party. I don't know how I'm going to be. Like, I definitely think it's a good idea to quit smoking and quit nicotine, but I didn't think it would be this intense. Like, I would have to say that it's more intense psychologically. Um, I did some research on it, like the dopamine receptors in the brain, how they require nicotine, and I'm like trying to compare it to like giving up drinking alcohol, and this feels way worse. I don't know if it feels way worse, but it's more if I feel more distracted, like incapacitated mentally, I suppose. But clearly I'm still able to be all right. But I- I'm taking certain liberties, so to speak, to make myself feel good and I feel happy. I do realize that my dopamine levels are not so great. But speaking of which, being weird, uh, faith, and my spirituality is really good right now. Praise the goddesses in my life, the women who are caring about me, holding me up. Even though right now, and like especially like last night when I was just like some of the last thing I want to do is like interact with people I care about. Just it's terrible to say, but I guess in some ways, in hindsight, in retrospect, it's like that's good to have the balance. Like I know that there have been times in my life where all I want to do is interact with people because I'm lonely. Like this is the opposite of that. I suppose if I can get some perspective later down the road, find a better balancing point between how I feel about that, and it's part of the like I'm talking through my teeth right now. It hurts, um, but like the leveling out of how I feel and my emotions with recovering from the nicotine, it's gonna be good. I know I've already feel it, and I was thinking about it on the way home. It's just like I was reading some research online about like the plasticity of the brain and how it recovers and how it's gonna take like years and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, I hope that it doesn't take as long because of supernatural. I got supernatural healing, but I think that's more of a hope than anything. Uh, I just like part of me just wants to have like the ability to focus. Like I feel my focus is so hindered. It's like I'm able to focus, but like not as I'm not able to focus on like five things at once like I prefer to. It's just like one thing at a time. But I suppose that's going to be different for me too, moving forward. How I think so. And I realize like there ain't nothing going on. That's the way it should be for me right now. Like there's a couple things. Like later down the road, I gotta sign my lease and get my apartment, uh, resituated. But it's like there ain't nothing. There's some things I could wait a couple weeks or whatever. Like I don't even know. Like, I don't even want to talk about like the whole work situation, unemployment situation. That's a whole other thing. But don't matter right now, at least. But anyways, I appreciate y'all for watching and listening to me, and I enjoy talking. And I apologize for how I am. I do. I don't usually want to apologize, but I definitely apologize for like not wanting to interact with people. Like if I do, see people that I recognize out when I'm out and about, that I just don't feel like it's right for me to even interact with people that I'm still familiar with or who are, connected to me spiritually. It's absolutely terrible, but it's part of the transition that I'm making, and I don't think it's going to be this way forever, in the very least, at all. But it's like I'm just out there recovering, and I hope that it's very obvious, you know. Uh, I'm putting in the work right now to be a better person later down the road, and when that happens, I do have faith and pray that I have hope that I can be with people that I'm connected to and spiritually and be a better leader. But right now, I'm giving up some of my addictions, and it just requires time. And so, all right, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day, and make some more videos later because I know I'm going to need to talk soon. So I'll talk to you later.